What's going on, guys? Back again with another one talking about health, wealth, fitness, getting money, getting success, being great, getting whatever you want in life, right? Yeah, that's what we're all about around here. Anyways, go ahead and hit a like and subscribe if you come on in, and we'll jump into this video. So in this video, I want to teach you guys how to manipulate this world that we live in and how you can hack this world to get anything you want. And that's what we're going to go into today. So I'll try to break this down as best as I can. So you have to understand that we live in a simulation. Yes, this world is not real. What you see is not real. This is an energy frequency-based simulation. And once you know this, it's a lot easier to hack, right? I got a few books right here. We got The Answer by David Icke, this big thick boy right here. He goes into what this world is, really breaking it down, understanding the energy, the frequency, understanding, this world and what it is and the simulation that it is. I got another one right here. Fractal Holographic Universe, The Matrix Code Revealed by, I don't know if you guys can see that one, by Billy Carson. Love this book. This book, a lot smaller, a lot easier. He breaks it down in bite-sized chunks, so it's easier to digest and easier to understand. But you must understand what this world is to get anything you want. And the number one power that you can use to get anything you want from this simulation is the power of focus, right? And a lot of people may sit there and be like, oh yeah, I understand focus. Yeah, everybody knows focus, right? But you really don't understand it on an energetic frequency-based level, right? So again, this world being a frequency energy world, how can we see the power of focus in the physical, right? Because again, if you just think like, oh, I'm going to focus on something, it's just, okay, you're focusing on it. But how can we see this in the physical? The best representation, I think, of focus is a laser. A laser is just a light. It is just a frequency. And when that frequency is compressed at such I don't even know how they do it, right? But when it gets down to such a state, it becomes a light beam, right, that you can see halfway across the room or across the room. And if you compress that light beam even more, a laser can literally cut through metal. Like, that is the power of focus in this physical three-dimensional world that we can actually see. And so it's real, right? The power of focus, a laser focused at such a precision, such a condensed, compressed form, you can cut through things. And this works the same way with your mind. This works the same way with your focus. And once you understand this, you can tune your focus like a laser to go after anything you want in this world, to go after everything you want in this world. And the people that run this world, they already know what this is. They already know the game. And this is why they need you distracted at all times. They need you focusing on sports and music and celebrity gossip and just entertainment and 8-hour Netflix shows on the weekend and all of this stuff. It stops you and your brain and your mind from focusing like a laser. Because if there were no distractions, everybody would just be like, okay, well, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna go do what I want to do. like that's how it would be. But nobody's doing what they want to do. Nobody is focusing and getting the life they want to get because they don't understand the power of focus. And again, you can get anything you want in this world if you just focus. No matter what it is, if you just laser beam your mind onto what it is you want, you can get anything in the world. You can be whoever you want to be. You just have to understand focus. You have to understand the power of focus. If you're trying to get a good body, you can't go out late. You can't drink alcohol. You can't be playing around. You got to watch your food. You have to, make sure you're in the gym every day, being consistent, being focused. You have to do it. And even me, right, I could probably go a lot harder in the gym and a lot harder with my food. That's one thing that I don't focus on, right? Because me personally, I never want to count, right? I know in order to get myself to the next level when it comes to my body or anybody's body, you have to count. You got to count your macros, and I refuse to do that, right? I can eat as clean as I want to. I understand what I need to eat, but I'll never get to that next level because I'm not focusing hard enough on making sure that I'm getting my complete right macros. But again, no matter what you want in this world, you have to understand the power of focus. And understanding that, again, we live in this energetic simulation of a world. And once you really understand that, you can get whatever you want. You can run through this world like nobody. Like you can run through it like a wizard, like a magician. Like people are going to be like, how are you doing this? How are you just getting everything you want? How are you making the money you want? How are you doing what you want? How are you going where you want? How is it that you're always happy and always in an upbeat mood? And it's like, because I guess me, right? If you check out these videos, I feel like I'm trying to live that high life, right? But and understand how to manipulate this world to get what I want. But yeah, man, like the power of focus. Everybody is so distracted today, distracted by everything, and it's done on purpose, right? That's why it's called, like, if you turn on the TV, it's, you tune into a program. It's trying to program you, right? It's just distractions. Everything is trying to get you away from focusing on your life, from focusing on being the best version, the best version of yourself that you can be. That's the game. That's the game. We need to get as many people en masse distracted as possible so they do what we want them to do. They never reach the next stage in life, right? They never get to where they want to be in life because they're constantly distracted. They're not focused enough. And I'm telling you, your focus in your mind, if you can get it to compress onto whatever you want, it's like a laser beam. It's like a laser beam, and you can cut through whatever you want. You can cut through everything in life. You can get exactly what you want. You can go where you want. You can be who you want. You can live the life you want, but it just requires laser-like focus. But again, like I said, like I love reading. I love reading. You gotta read. You gotta understand what this world is in order to crack it. You understand what this world is, and it's so much easier to get through. It's so much easier to do once you understand what we live in. Once you understand the rules to the game, the rules to the system, the simulation. It really is like the movie Neo, when he woke up at the end and he's looking around and he can see the numbers all floating down and stuff. Like, this is what it is. Like, once you understand, when you have the information about what this world is, about the distractions, it's so easy to go after what you want, and how to again crack this matrix to get what you want, right? The power of focus, the power of focus, the power of focus, the power of focus. The condensed version of focus, your mind and your life becomes like a laser, and nobody can knock you off that. You'll get what you want, and it's just like, hey, everything else has to go. Everything else will go. Once you become ultimately focused, you can get what you want. That's just how it works. That's how it is. It don't matter what that is. And you see people doing it all the time, right? You see somebody and they get married and they have kids, and they're just doing, it's so easy to just go after what you want. If you want to get married, you'll get married. If you want kids, you'll have kids. If you want to have a great body, you'll get a great body. If you want to become a multimillionaire, you'll become a multimillionaire. Like, you get what you focus on, and everything else has to go. That's just how it is. The ultimate power, one of the ultimate powers on how to crack this matrix and get exactly what you want, is the power of focus. Understanding the power of focus, understanding what it is, understanding the 3D physical version of it, right? Like that laser beam. That it is just light. It is just energy. It is just frequency condensed down into a certain state, and that thing can cut through metal, or it can just be a laser beam, or a laser pointer, right? But that's what your mind is. You need to control your mind like a laser beam, and once you do that, you can get anything you want in the world, and nobody can stop you. It's just that simple. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. It doesn't matter what's going on in the news. It doesn't matter what's going on in Hollywood or celebrity or who just dropped a new album. If you remain focused like a laser, you'll have a great life. You'll do what you want. You'll go where you want. You'll be who you want. You'll get everything you want. The universe, this simulation that we live in, it has to give it to you. That's how it works. That's how it works. And I will continue to win in my life, and I will continue to use these powers that I understand to crack this matrix, to crack this simulation, to get exactly what I want. And I just want everybody else to understand this, because if you knew this, you'd get everything you wanted in life. You wouldn't be complaining. You wouldn't be talking about politics or, oh my God, this and my life that and blah, blah, blah. I'm so depressed. And you would understand what this world is. You would understand how to move through it like a powerful force. You would understand how to get everything you want. And there wouldn't be no reason to complain anymore. And of course, you know, your life is not always going to be on this high life, right? Right? There's always going to be ups and downs, again, just like the frequency, because that's what this place is. But you'll understand how to pull yourself out of the dips and how to ride those highs a lot better than a lot more people. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that one there. I like that one. That was pretty good. Go ahead and hit a like and subscribe. And I hope all you beautiful people are having a great day. Catch you guys at the next one. Peace.